guys, it's ToProForuGames or Adam, and welcome to my top 5 cut weapons part 2 from Call of Duty Zombies. So a couple months back, I made a top 5 cut weapons from COD Zombies, and you guys absolutely loved and crushed that top 5, so here we are making a second part to that top 5 because there are way more than just 5 guns that were cut during the development of COD Zombies. So again, we're going over 5 weapons that were just removed during development from World at War, BO1, BO2, and BO3, and did not make it into the final product of the game, and there are some pretty awesome guns on this list. And before we get into our top 5, what is one gun that currently is not in COD Zombies you would absolutely love to see be added into the game mode? Let me guys know in the comment section below. And guys, if we could break 3,000 likes on today's video, that'd be amazing. Besides that, let's go ahead and start off our top 5. So coming in at number 5 on my list, I have the ENFIELD from Black Ops 1 multiplayer. It did not make it over to Zombies, unfortunately, and we're starting off with just like a regular gun, and you guys would be surprised on how many weapons in BO1 MP just did not make it over to Zombies. So many guns have Pack-a-Punch variants, including the ENFIELD, and they did not make it over. Same with Black Ops 2. Tons of guns, even from BO1, that were supposed to be in BO2 Zombies, and they did not make it over for one reason or another. And the reason why I chose the ENFIELD is because I think the ENFIELD would be an interesting gun to have in Black Ops 1 Zombies. I really enjoyed using this gun in multiplayer. It was one of my favorite guns, and in Zombies, I think it could have been a very interesting gun. Maybe a wall buy. I think this would be an amazing wall buy to have, but unfortunately, guys, not in Zombies, but that is just the start, guys. Let's go ahead and jump over to the next weapon. So coming in at number 4 on my list, I have the M1911 from Black Ops 2. Now, it's not the M1911 because obviously it is in Black Ops 2 Zombies, but an M1911 wall buy in Black Ops 2, and this was cut from the game, and I've always thought about having a M1911, or at least a starting pistol wall buy in Zombies, because you tend to run out of ammo really quickly with this thing, and having a wall buy in the starting room would be great. You could spend a lot more time in that starting room getting points, but it has never happened. It was supposed to happen in BO2, but unfortunately it was cut. And imagine the Mustang and Sallies with this thing. Being able to buy ammo for your Sallies would be absolutely amazing. Now, if they actually did have that option to buy papped ammo for the Sallies, it would have to be a lot more expensive than a regular papped ammo wall buy, because 4,500 for such a powerful weapon would be way too cheap. It would have to be like 8,000 or maybe 9,000, double what the regular ammo is, because it's just so good, so effective. But just imagine being able to go up to the wall, buy ammo for your starting pistol, or buy extra shots for your Sallies. That would be so amazing, and I wish one day they actually do this in a COD Zombies. So coming in at number 3 on my list, I have the KS-23 shotgun from Black Ops 1. Now, this shotgun right here was not in multiplayer. It was only in campaign for like one mission, I think, a couple missions, maybe 1 or 2, but it really wasn't featured in Black Ops 1 all that much. And the reason why I picked this gun right here is because with Black Ops 1 Zombies, they don't really have any good shotguns. You know, you have the HS-10, which is kind of bad. You have the Stakeout, sorry, I almost said S-12, that's in BO2, but the Stakeout, which is a wall buy, which is also really bad. And I thought, you know what, this thing right here looks pretty cool. I do remember it from a Black Ops 1 campaign. It is a gun that kind of reminds me of the trench gun from World at War, and this thing could possibly be really good in Zombies. It actually had a Pack-a-Punch variant, and it was supposed to be in a BO1. I don't know why they did not add this in, because again, there's no shotguns. There's no good shotguns in Black Ops 1 Zombies, and this thing right here could have been good, and it was not in multiplayer as well, so Zombies could have kind of like a unique weapon that it's not in multiplayer, that was in campaign, and for some reason they did not add this shotgun in there. It could have been good, and I kind of wish that they added in some more shotguns into Black Ops 1 Zombies. So coming in at number 2 on my list, I have the FLAMETHROWER. Now, the FLAMETHROWER was supposed to be added into Black Ops 1. It kind of is in BO1 in a way. It's in Dead Ops Arcade as like a power-up, but of course, that's not regular zombies mode. Now, the FLAMETHROWER was supposed to be on both Kino der Toten and 5, but it was scrapped like last minute with a bunch of other things. And the FLAMETHROWER, I think it's kind of slowly turned into one of those weapons that everybody just wants back. You know, everybody wanted the PPSH back from World at War. Everybody wanted the MG08 back and the Mauser back from Origins. And the FLAMETHROWER is a gun that a lot of people want to see back in zombies. And this thing, you know, back in World War Zombies, it really wasn't all that amazing. On Noct, it was very helpful for higher rounds, but on a map like Shinonuma, I don't think it was on Verrucht, and on Doris, it was a gun that you never really wanted to use seriously for high rounds, but if you got it in a game of co-op, you know, why not use it? It was actually pretty damn good for getting points. It has infinite ammo as well, and it was one of those silly, fun guns to use, and of course, on Doris, you could actually pack a punch this thing, and I remember back in the day, I would always use this thing to farm points. It was actually a lot of fun, and I hope one day Treyarch actually brings this gun back into a future zombies map. So coming in at number 1 on my list, and it's kind of funny because I actually uploaded this top 5 like 4 or 5 days ago to schedule it ahead for today, and I was watching the top 5 back on YouTube, and then I realized that I completely forgot to put in a weapon in the number 1 spot. My original number 1 spot was the Wonder WAW because it was supposed to be on a bunch of different maps, but I'm like, you know what? There's another weapon that I wanted to really put in the original top 5 cut weapons that I forgot, and I said, oh, I'll do it in the second part, and then here we are, and I forgot again, and so I had to take it down and redo it because this definitely needs to be in the number 1 spot, and it is the Richthofen zombie head from Mob of the Dead. It's absolutely insane that there was actually supposed to be a zombie head on Mob of the Dead, and it has to be one of the coolest things ever cut from COD Zombies. Now, before Mob of the Dead came out in Black Ops 2, there was a image of this head floating around the zombies community, and everyone thought that this was going to be added into Mob or one of the DLC maps. At that point, Die Rise had already released, and the next map was Mob, then buried in Origins. It never was added in to Black Ops 2 Zombies, and then people just kind of forgot about it. Then a couple of years later, somebody actually found this head in the files for Black Ops 2, along with all of the animation. So this thing was good to go for Mob, and they cut it last minute. Now, I have to be honest with you guys, this was actually not supposed to be a weapon. It was actually a power-up, but guys, I just could not leave this off this list because from what I know, this is the only cut power-up from COD Zombies. It kind of can be used as a weapon, but it's the only cut power-up, and I just had to put this on this list. It's too damn cool. Now, what this was actually supposed to be, it was supposed to be in grief mode, and it was supposed to be used as kind of like how the meat was used on other grief maps. You would take it and throw it at another player, and then it would attract the zombies to that specific player. It's pretty cool, and again, it kind of can be used as a weapon, but again, it's just so cool. I could not leave it off this list. If they wanted to make this a weapon, which they probably could have, it would probably end up being something like the Skull of Non-Stopway from a ZNS. That was the first thing I thought of, but guys, the Richthofen, or just a zombie's head on Mob of the Dead, is one of the coolest things I have ever heard of, and I really wish, even if it was only to be used in grief as zombie meat, that'd be so cool. They definitely should have added this in. So there we have it, guys. Those were 5 weapons that were cut from COD Zombies or power-ups. Guys, that Richthofen head, though, is just one of the coolest things ever, and I had to, now I keep saying this, but I had to add it in on this list, even if it isn't a full-on legitimate weapon. But out of all that stuff, guys, again, obviously that Richthofen head is pretty awesome. I also would have really loved to see that M1911 as a wall buy in Black Ops 2 Zombies, just because the M1911, especially on some of the earlier maps, was like the best gun to use, and having it as a wall buy would definitely have made those higher rounds weapons just a little bit easier, even though in the higher rounds, it really isn't that good. And of course, guys, let me know in the comment section below, out of the 5 weapons on this list, what do you guys think is the most interesting? And besides that, guys, make sure to drop a like if you haven't already, subscribe for more COD Zombies Top 5s, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.